tanning his chain. No, guys, like, I had to come back because he's shaving her legs right now. Her ex-husband has a sex addiction that she found out about 10 years into the marriage. He spent their whole savings on cam girls. It's like, I am literally getting a boner that she's naked in my tub. I want to finish this tonight. I really do. Do you guys think we can do it? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're new. My name is Jazz, and this video is supposed to be a week-long reading vlog, except it ends up being whatever week it is now, probably week 3, maybe even week 4. Regardless, though, I did have a great time reading my physical books, and that was kind of the whole point, was for me to read my physical books. I hope you guys enjoy my live reactions and thoughts on the books. So the 3 books we'll be reading in this video are Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, How to Survive Camping, The Man with No Shadow, and Reel by Kennedy Ryan. I just have no idea where that book is. But if you guys want to see my live reactions, my thoughts, and ratings on these books, then make sure you keep on watching. This book we did not finish, but we will be reading this for our Summerween books and Summerween reading vlog. Love you guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, it has definitely been some time since our last video. Today I kind of want to do or start a reading vlog and then also talk to you guys about the books I'm currently reading, and I will give you guys an update on the books I've read. I gotta check my phone. February, so I'll give you guys an update of the books I've read from March to June, and then for July we can just get back on track. I'm not gonna get into the books from before. That'll be its own separate video, but just know if it's not out by now, it's on the way. And let's talk about the books I'm currently reading. The first book I'm currently reading is Girls Our Age, a novel by Phoebe Thompson. This book is about 3 women who navigate their late 20s together in a bittersweet novel about female friendship, identity, and growing up, from the hope and promise of college to the realities that lie beyond. So this book follows our 3 main characters, Lily, Anna, and Margot, and they have been best friends since the private college they went to together. And this book goes through the 3 different perspectives of their lives, each person dealing with their own issues in their personal lives and relationships and mental health. I feel like this is a really good coming of age story. I feel like if you're somebody that's in your early to mid 20s and even in your 30s, this is a really, really good book to read. It does get a little bit deep and talks about things like anorexia. Next, I'm reading Wild Card by Elsie Silver. This is the last book in the Rose Hill series, and this book follows Sebastian Rousseau. So Sebastian Rousseau is our male main character. I think this is a grumpy sunshine trope. Female main character, her name is Gwen. She's like a yoga instructor. Bash is a firefighter. This series follows 4 single dads and kind of has like different tropes throughout. It is a little bit spicy, actually quite spicy, but I think it has a lot of depth. Next, I am reading Warrior Fae, and this is the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series last book. This series has me in a chokehold, but I also can't wait to finish this one so I can return back to Zodiac Academy and get back into those characters. But I've enjoyed the time I've spent following this journey with these characters, and I feel like I really am going to miss them once this book is over. It's a prequel to Zodiac Academy. Basically, the series follows this vampire, and she is trying to avenge her brother's death, and she goes to the school, which is the last place he was before he died, and stays in his dorm with the roommates he had, which are 5 of like the strongest guys on the campus. Elise, our vampire, kind of is using them to uncover this mystery of what happened to her brother, and through that she finds out a lot of different things and also finds love. It's just so interesting, and there's just so much that goes on, and so I really love this book and I cannot wait to finish it. How far am I into this book? I'm 40% through. The next book I'm currently reading, it's called Locked In, and this is actually a super cool concept of a book. This is by Caitlin Taylor, and it's giving Love Island. So if you are a Love Island fan, I think you will definitely like the vibes of this book, but there's a little bit of mystery. So the synopsis from the publisher says, "Welcome to Locked In, where you have to fall in love like your life depends on it. Our contestants will have to fall in love, lock in, and fight through a series of challenges to be the last couple standing. The reward, a wedding of their dreams, and a grand cash prize. The catch, they don't just have to fall in love with each other. They have to make us fall in love with them too. Our audience will be the ones to decide who stays locked in and whose journey is cut short. So it is being filmed. They give us like a behind the scenes. This follows our female main character, Courtney, and then her like 2 to 3 love interests. I believe we get their perspectives also. And right now, I'm not at the point where they've started the challenges or anything, so it's still just like beginning, getting to know each other, her trying to figure out how to be on TV. And the whole reason why she's on TV is like, there's a bigger reason to it, which is revealed in the very, very beginning of the book. I feel like the challenges are gonna be kind of horror-esque or scary and like weird. That's my prediction. Oh yeah, and it looks like this girl writes books that are dark. So we shall see. It's also a spicy book. But I've been really, really enjoying it. I think the concept is like super cool as well. Another book I'm reading right now is Cool Girl Summer by Amber Eve. This book is super interesting, and I feel like I relate to it a lot because it kind of takes place on New Year's Eve, and this character hates New Year's Eve. It brings her anxiety and all these things, and there's something I highlighted in this book that really resonated with me about how I feel about New Year's Eve. She says, I hate New Year's Eve, all that pressure to have the best night ever, all those random strangers you have to hug, the blind panic that descends when the countdown begins, and you're forced to stand there pretending to be having fun, when all you can think about is how you can literally feel time running out on another year in which nothing really happened. And oh my God, what if this is it? What if you never managed to do all of the things you wanted to do with your life, and you just find yourself standing here again this time next year, as if no time at all has passed, and you're still... And then that's her like inner monologue that she's going on while she's like out at this party with her friend. This follows our main character, Summer. She feels like she is like the ugly friend, where nothing extraordinary ever happens to her. No guy ever likes her. They always pay attention to her other friend. And that's kind of like where I'm at in the story. And that is what I'm currently reading right now. I also have been reading Reel by Kennedy Ryan for the last like 2 months. This book follows Canon and Neva, and Neva is like trying to get her acting debut. She's an entertainer, singer, dancer. She's like the backup or like understudy for the main role in the play that she's working in. And Canon is a film director, just got out of a relationship with an actress, and it went down pretty badly, and it also makes him look bad because he's a director and dating, you know, his coworker who's an actress. So there's, I guess, a little bit of a power dynamic there. Essentially, Canon is working on this story for this like blues singer named Desi Blue, and he thinks he's been searching for the star of like the film and thinks Neva is that talent and hires her. She starts working on the film, and their love story starts to like unravel. I am honestly almost done. I think I have like maybe 25% left of the book. I am on page 307. So trying to finish this, but I love my Kindles. I just honestly forget about my physical books at times. The next book is How to Survive Camping, The Man with No Shadow, and I recently saw the second book came out, so I do want to finish this. I thought this would be a fun kind of like summer thriller book, and this book is about, I'll just read because I haven't fully finished it. Goat Valley Campground has been in Kate's family for generations. It draws campers year after year, as well as creatures from folklore that have made Goat Valley their home, their hunting ground, and their portal between worlds. Kate must do whatever she can to keep her campers alive and the creatures contained, but very soon the threat of the decapitated campers are the least of Kate's worries, as one of the most dangerous inhabitants of the campground is determined to claim the land for himself. As funny as it is horrific, the man with no shadow will leave you guessing and keeping you up at night. And remember, don't follow the lights. So, kind of like a creepy book. This is a book me and my boyfriend decided to start reading together. He's a little bit further in than me. I need to actually like gain some traction. I feel like I want to pick up this book like kind of right now. yeah, and I also want to finish it so I can start the next one because I feel like this actually is pretty good and it is pretty funny from what I remember and what I've read. Lastly, I have Abby Jimenez, Say You'll Remember Me. I've heard so much about this book. Okay, I thought I've heard so much about this book, but I think I've heard more about the one where it's like the fireworks on the cover. Look at the inside though. This is so pretty. Everything starts with you. I did really like the first Abby Jimenez book. Oh, and it ends with you. That's actually so cute. Wait, and it's pink. I love that. This book is about, I will read the inside of the jacket. They met, they fought, then they fell hard. There might be no such thing as a perfect guy, but Xavier Rush comes disastrously close. A gorgeous veterinarian giving Greek god vibes, all while cuddling a tiny kitten. Immediately yes. That is until Xavier opens his mouth and proves that even sculpted gods can say the absolute wrong thing. Of course, there's nothing Samantha loves more than proving an asshole wrong. Unless, of course, he can admit he made a mistake. But after one incredible and seemingly endless date, possibly the best in living history, Samantha is forced to admit the truth, that her family is in crisis and any kind of relationship would be impossible. Samantha begs Xavier to forget her, to remember their night together as a perfect moment, as crushing as that may be. Only no amount of distance or time is nearly enough to forget that something between them, and the only thing better than one single perfect memory is to make a life and even love worth remembering. We love Abby Jimenez. I feel like she writes some good romance novels. Let's get into this vlog. I know that was a super, super long intro, but I just had to get you guys caught up on what I'm currently reading. Let's get into How to Survive Camping, The Man with No Shadow. The beginning of this chapter starts with, there are some benefits to being an early riser: solitude, seeing the sunrise, finding the human torso lying in the middle of the road before anyone else. Yes, the torso, just the torso. This book, I like how it kind of is like dark humor. It's a little bit sadistic. Okay, I like this quote. Folklore is not a tidy thing. Monsters and creatures of power don't fall neatly into categories. It is not so different from the natural world in this regard. We can look at a bird and know it is a bird, but what kind is it? Bird of prey, or water bird, or woodpecker, or pigeon, or any of the other many types. I really love the writing style and how this is written. Also, the pages are I don't know if you guys can see, but it kind of looks like they're torn. I love when a book has its own character. This book is so interesting. I don't really know what direction it's going in. Basically, the campsite, if you didn't get anything from what I read, the campsite is haunted, but I don't think there's been any killings or anything bad happen in a really, really long time. And she's returning to the campsite, and now the spirits or whatever are coming back, and she is trying to keep the camp safe, and has this rule book that she writes in for whenever there's something new that happens that she hasn't experienced before. She'll write in the rule book so she can make sure the campers listen. And some of them think she's cuckoo crazy, but she's no, you guys really need to listen to this. Also, I just love the cover of this book. Should we read on our Kindle now? Let's see. Oh my god, my boyfriend's gonna kill me if the mess of his house is in my video. We're gonna read Wildcard on the Kindle. I'm 54% through. And I feel the trope isn't exactly grumpy sunshine, but Gwen is just she's a yoga instructor, she's in tune with her emotions, she's chill, and Bash is just a little more closed off and secluded. And it's hard for him to put his walls down, but he's crazy about Gwen. But there is a hesitation because of a situation. You'll have to read to find out. This quote just says Bash is burned out just from everything he's been dealing with, and he comes home, and he came home a little bit earlier than expected. Gwen finds him, and he's just seeming super, super down, so she helps him to bed and is you need to relax. And she says, if I were you, I don't think I'd be okay. You need to take care of yourself, not just everyone else, or it will come back to haunt you. Which I just feel is so true. I feel like when you're a super giving, caring person, you always tend to put yourself last, and it can be hard to give yourself the same grace and care that you give everybody else. And I feel like recently I experienced like a burnout, and my mental health was like super, super bad, and I just need to like take care of myself and like focus on myself. So I really like this quote. What I also like is the body representation. Like the girls are just, some are super petite. Gwen is like curvy. Like also there's a character in this book, his name is Clyde, and he's just like crazy, goofy, and is kind of the glue to this love story in a sense. But he is like that character that's kind of like scared of an apocalypse, like aliens are coming, preparing for the apocalypse, I mean, and just like that type of weird. And he's been taking Gwen's like yoga classes and has been like healing and stuff. Gwen ends up taking care of him because he doesn't have anybody. And right now he's sunning his perineum. Bash is like, this is too much. And what he's calling it, in my head, I've been calling it tanning his taint. And that is just like so funny. But it's just silly. I have heard about people doing that though. Like, have any of y'all like ever tried that before? Where can I go to do that privately? You know what I mean? Gonna stop there. I realized I want this video for me to be reading my physical books because I'm really great at reading my Kindle, and it's also obviously easy for me to read it like at night and stuff like that. But these books, I feel like I need to make more time during the day to actually like sit and read. So you guys will be following me throughout the rest of the week. I won't be working for the next 3 days, so we will get through hopefully a good portion of these books. I hope we can finish Reel. Honestly, we should be able to because I have... Oh, maybe not. This book is so long. You have about like 160 pages left for Reel, so we should finish that this week. We're going to try to focus on my physical TBR, and today is day 1. It is July 26th. Hopefully we can stay consistent and stay tuned. Neva and Cannon's relationship was just put to the ultimate test because Neva was late to set, and low-key I feel like that might be foreshadowing her like passing out or something and not making it. Everybody's looking at him like, oh, are you gonna yell at Neva because nobody's late to his set. He goes to find her and she fell asleep and gets up and he's yelling at her like, don't be late to my set again, blah blah blah. And she's like, you're being a dick, like, why are you talking to me like that? And it's like, well, this is my job, like, I'm the director. Shit's getting serious. I love the attitude that Cannon has. He's very just like sharp to the point, and he's mad because Neva told Evan, the director, that she has lupus. And Evan tells Cannon, and as Evan's telling him, Evan says, and where are you going? Evan asks his sharp tone as a new blade, motherfucker, where you think I'm going? I think it's just funny. It's just kind of like how we talk, and I can just hear and see like the attitude in my head. I just realized this is a signed copy. It literally says it on the cover, but I'm going to finish this book. We are on page 331, and We have 130 pages left. It's 460 pages, so let's lock in. Okay, exactly what I thought was gonna happen is happening, where I said her sleeping might be a foreshadow. She just fainted on the set. Okay, so she's super like stressed because she's like, I can't work anymore, and like she's the main character, and so she's like, production's gonna slow down, and Cannon's like, you think I give a damn about that? His scowl deepens. This is your life we're talking about, Neve. Nothing. There's nothing more important than that. Which is like so true. I think this also is a really good story just about how far people will go for like work and their jobs. And even if it's like a passionate job, nothing is more important than your life. Guys, okay, I need to take a break really quick. This book is so good. I am hungry, so I'm gonna go grab some food and then we'll be back. It has been a day. I went to the gym, showered, had dinner and everything. It is now like 10:30 or 40, 10:45, and we're gonna get back into this book. We honestly don't have much left. Like, I want to finish this tonight. I really do. Do you guys think we can do it? So I just want to start reading like other books. Abby Jimenez. We have this much. We can do it. Not if my cat comes to disturb me though. This book is getting super, super good though. So let's lock in. No, guys, like I had to come back because he's shaving her legs right now. What a man. Like, what a man. It's just, wow. Like, I need to go take a bath and get my boyfriend to come and shave my legs. Oh, guys, this is like so, I never thought about how having a disease or illness can affect your dating life. Cannon is standing his ground. She's like doing the whole like push him away, leave, you don't need me, and he literally is like, is this him kick him out before he has the chance to leave shit? Because if so, try something else. I will not be disposed of. You hear me? I just love how like stern he is. He's like, you can say and do all you want, girl, but like I ain't going nowhere. She's like sick and like showed him her like bald spots and like rashes and stuff, and he's like, I am literally getting a boner that she's naked in my tub and she thinks I don't want her. Like, girl, get real. Get so real. Oh my god. Oh, guys, he said the L word. He actually said it to her. No, like, I'm actually, like, I'm obsessed with Cannon. Like, obsessed. Oh my god. That was, like, a perfectly done spicy scene. Cannon, I love him. I said what I said, period. Like, don't play with him. Do not play with him. The last, like, quote. Yeah, that's oh, guys, this book was so, so, so good. Oh my god. I feel like it's a 4.75. It's not quite 5 stars because I feel like at times it was a little slow and it's pretty thick and a lot to get through. And I wonder if we could have gotten there in a shorter period of time, if you know what I mean. And it's a lot of dialogue. It's not like, I'm used to fantasy where it's like all this world building, but the story is absolutely beautiful, and Canon is the type of man that everybody needs to read about. This book represents lupus so well. Oh no, I'm like, am I gonna cry? I've never read something like this, and it honestly hits so close to home because, like, my mom has lupus, and it just kind of puts into perspective how serious the disease is and how painful it can be, and it just really like puts those things into perspective. And I'm so grateful to Kennedy Ryan for writing it in this beautiful way. I honestly have no words. Like, this book was just incredible. I'm going to bed, and tomorrow we will start our next book. But wow, I'm gonna have to do these more often. Love you guys. Good morning, crusty crew. I want to start with reading Say You Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. This video is already like an hour long, and I have no idea how I'm going to cut things out. I'm just such a yapper. Let's get into this book. She just said that the doctor, like the male main character, looks like Risan from Akatar. And if that's the case, babe, wait, where's the jacket? I feel like Risan's hair would be longer. I don't know. Wait, honestly, I'm already hooked. This is why I love her book so much. And I feel like people have said that characters from her other books, like, appear. So, I think, what was the first one I read? Say You'll Remember Me. Oh no, that's what I'm reading right now. Just for the summer. I don't know if any of them are gonna show up, or if I'm gonna like even recognize, or if I'm even reading the right order, or whatever. But I'm gonna stop there because I actually need to feed my cat. But I'm actually hooked so far, and I kind of like that this is including animals. I think animals are kind of like her signature. Like, there's a animal talk or something in every book. So tired. It's like 10:15. Got a bit later than I wanted, but time to read. Xavier grew some balls, and he called her. I hate a story where it's like, if they just were to talk, they could be resolved, or didn't have the anxiety or whatever. So I'm glad they're actually like talking to each other, and that he's called her. He's gonna visit her. Okay. I was like, this is getting not boring, but it's just like, where's the drama? Where's the story? What was I gonna say? I feel like we're getting to the meat and potatoes of this book, and I'm gonna go make some coffee, do some other things, and I need to like get ready because I have some content to film. I'm just like so tired, and I gotta feed Mocha. Oh my god. I don't know how Abby comes up with these unhinged, like, stories. She's talking about her sister's ex. Her ex-husband has a sex addiction that she found out about 10 years into the marriage. He spent their whole savings on cam girls. Like, what? I was just gonna go on a whole rant about men having sex addictions and the stories I've heard and things I've experienced, but that's gonna be for another day. my gosh, it's so cute. She's like, "You didn't remember to forget me," I said quietly. "No," he said, "I did not." I hoped he was getting as much out of all this as me. He put his nose into my hair and breathed out a contented sigh. Maybe he was. So cute. The next time you see me, I'm going to be back at my boyfriend's. I'm leaving today, but I'm going to bring this book and the camping book because I do feel like we can finish this book by maybe Friday. She's no sabo. She speaks a little. Okay. It is the last day of the week, and unfortunately for us, this book is not done. We are gonna start reading right now. Honestly, I'm like a little hungover, and I just want to be like cozy. It's been raining. I just want to get cozy and like read. I don't know if we're gonna finish it today, but if we don't, that's okay. It might take a couple more days. I didn't get the chance to read too much, and then I went out yesterday, and I'm a little bit hungover still. So, life is about balance. You know, we party and then we wake up and we decide we want to read. Even though I woke up literally like hours ago, that's besides the point. Let's get into this Abby Jimenez book. Make sure if you guys are seeing this video and you haven't seen my March to June reading wrap up or my July reading wrap up, make sure you guys check those out. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure your ass subscribes because what y'all doing for real? Guys, oh my god, Xavier is so freaking cute and sweet. Like, can he stop? Oh my god. What the fuck? I fucking hate Sam. She's so mean to Xavier. Like, this is uncalled for. Girl, calm down. I feel so bad for him. I get what she's saying, but it's just like she's just doing too much. Like, just let things happen, girl. Let it happen. Hey guys, I'm in a like late night cafe. I came with my boyfriend. I applied to some jobs, kind of ish. I kind of been doing that all day. I did edit some videos, and now I want to read a little bit. Guys, this is actually taking me a lot longer than I thought it was because it's already next week, and today is Wednesday. I've been slacking just a tad, but I'm on page 186 out of like 357 pages. So I guess we're a little more than halfway through, but let's get into it. I realized I didn't finish vlogging reading Say Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, but I did finish it actually yesterday or like 2 days ago. It's literally August 20th. I can't believe August is almost over. That's a whole other thing. But I did finish and I rated it 4.75 stars. So I really, really enjoyed the book. If you guys want to see my like reviews and ratings for all the books I read, make sure you check out my Fable. And then I will be doing a video at the end of the month to review like all of the books that I read this month. So stay tuned for that. But that is it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking through this video if you watched it because it was a lot, okay? Thank you.